Coach McGurk.
Hello, everybody. This is Zach, your analyst, co-analyst, and commissioner of the off-season doubles. As you heard, always joined by Dan.
Partycast!
Dan,
And you fuckers can't get rid of me because I'm in the league now. Yeah.
None of us are happy about it, but
I know. The king returns, bitches.
Good old Daniel.
What, the king of getting bounced? No, you didn't get bounced in the playoffs. You got lucky in the playoffs.
And then I got bounced.
And then you got bounced.
Hey, shout out me.
Hey.
Anyway, you could already tell that we're joined by Zache this week. He is our guest from week 3.
I don't need any introduction. I'm on enough things.
Zache's just part of this.
I'll tell you this: if anyone's watching it, this is not their first PBL video, and if it's not their first PBL video, they've probably heard my voice before.
They've also probably clicked on the wrong video.
But what if they didn't?
Oh, that'd be impressive, honestly.
Anyway, I am trying to make sure we keep these things under half hour. I realize I have not been sharing my screen with you guys, but I'm going to right now.
That's fine. It's popping up.
We'll see. Discord's being a jerk right now.
It's the party cast, baby. Let it ride.
You keep saying that?
Oh, oopsie daisy. This is the wrong screen. But
no, can't be showing all that porn. Oh wait, that's my screen.
Right. Oh my. It's gonna be so hard to share this with you guys.
Yeah.
So annoying.
I
feel
Fuck
so
it, we're
bad
doing it
about
live. We're doing it live.
I mean, I'll tell you guys what I'm doing right now. I'm showing the standings. So we got the standings here.
Okay.
We can see. Oh, I think you guys got it now. I think I share. Okay.
Yeah, I can see them. I also kind of knew what they were anyway.
Sorry, guys. I downed some alcohol right now, and I'm trying to keep it down.
Party cast. Party cast.
Anyway, back on track. We can see that Evan is in first place with his 2-0 against. He had a 2-0 against Lauren this week. I think Lauren. Yeah, I just don't think Lauren ever got the time to really get into doubles and prepare.
No, and I know from a personal standpoint of this, the day that they battled, she wanted to battle later in the week. He wanted to battle earlier. They compromised by battling earlier.
Yep, that's how it works.
Yeah.
She was working on school stuff and both of her jobs from about 9 in the morning until 8 p.m. when they battled. So she got home and just did the battle after like a 13-hour work day. So I don't think her heart was in it.
She didn't prioritize properly because Pokemon takes priority overall.
That is true. Maybe we'll talk about that.
Well,
that'll definitely be a segment.
I mean, just while we're talking about Lauren, because of her busy lifestyle right now, she is going to actually step down from this off-season event, which is totally cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is just an off-season event. This is the reason I'm not in it right now, is because I knew I was going to be booked crazy.
Doubles also has an incredibly steep learning curve for someone who just started learning competitive Pokemon, and then we throw doubles at them. It's an entirely different game than singles.
So you can see down in 7th place is no longer the Togepi's. It's the Weather Institute Toads.
They're back.
The Toads! The king returns!
So
and he's already on the team, baby.
If you're new, the Toads are Dan. Dan is taking the place of Lauren. And Dan has this really weird fetish for Politoed. So
he's my best friend. You watch your fucking mouth. so if you're just joining us, I'm the team you want to hate.
The thing is, I have probably an equally bad obsession with Porygon, but mine is so much less toxic than Dan with the rain teams.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I have no defense.
So
that's it.
Dan is the heel of the PBL. He is in now. He has taken Lauren's roster, but he has completely chopped it up. And I just realized that I have not done the graphics work for that.
I honestly think Lauren's.
Wait,
I mean, I have my list.
Actually, no. I did do the graphics work for that.
Oh?
My brain is escaping me. I did. So we're good.
I'm mad that we gave Dan a no-brain Unga Bunga Pokemon.
Well,
helping hand the ring go brrr.
Just how it worked out, my dude. Anyway, I think there are definitely ways around it in doubles.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Second place though, we see Ian. Ian is keeping his undefeated streak. This is 2 weeks in a row where Ian has lost the first match, but then adjusted and reverse swept.
Those coveted reverse sweeps.
I think this is a pattern that we might see from Ian. I think Ian like throws a lot in, and he's like, what if I see this or this or this or this, and then it shows up, and then he loses that first round. But then he knows what's there and adjusts. I think he changes his game plan very well.
It's the power of the glizzy, man.
The power of the glizzy is I don't even know what that is. Like what
power
that is.
I think he's referencing Ian's high volumes of hot dogs.
No, I understand that. I'm just I don't get what that does competitively.
It means
I'm trying to give context for.
It means he can't choke because he always chokes on glizzies.
Oh, I guess you put it together there. You made the connection somehow.
Yeah.
Third place is Greg, who I think is actually doing pretty well.
Boo!
You're gonna boo everyone in these standings.
Pretty much.
Third place is Greg, who picked up a 2-0 win against Nick. That was a pretty straightforward, I'll call it.
Yeah.
Straightforward match. Like Nick didn't really put up a whole lot of a fight. He lost 2-0 pretty quick. But Nick is also
fight on me.
Nick is also another one that's super duper busy, and he just moved a house. Congrats, Nick, on your new house.
Congrats.
Ooh.
You got a house. It's a beautiful house.
I do want to rib Greg a little bit. We were talking about this earlier today. He's like, I just kind of drafted a YOLO team, and he's got like 3 of the sweatiest Pokemon in the entire format. That has happened. So, Greg, you are not a victim of circumstance here. You do have a good team.
Christ.
Greg does have a very good team.
I was gonna say the dude has Torkoal, Venusaur, and Incineroar. What the fuck are you talking about, YOLO team?
Greg's got a good team.
He does.
He's got a very good team, I think, and he's got really good value mons that I may or may not have like rambled on about for days until someone picked them up.
I can't wait till
he
drops all
of them. He's got a good team. He's playing it well.
Yeah, I think Greg plays things well. Really. And then fourth place is Raul after a narrow victory over Zache.
Boo.
Not really a whole lot to talk about in that match. I think Raul did some really weird and confusing play.
Yeah, I
gave you the Raul special.
I'm gonna say with this, I somehow can make excuses all I like. I wasn't feeling great that day, blah, blah, blah. He told me to be ready around 10. We didn't battle till a little after 11:30. I was just kind of left on call there.
The sun was in your eyes.
The sun was in my eyes. My little brother was playing. I had to use the Mad Catz controller. The most confusing thing to me, Raul, listen to me, listen to this. You can come up with as many game plans, clever tricks, clever whatever as you want. You have Cinderace and Rillaboom. Just lead Cinderace and Rillaboom, and you'll at least knock a game off of every single person.
I mean, he's not wrong.
They're very good. You don't have to be crafty when you have Cinderace and Rillaboom.
This is true.
You don't even have to put moves on Rillaboom. You can put a Choice Band and Grassy Glide on Rillaboom. You'll get it.
Grassy Glide go brrr.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I mean, he was pretty good. But saying that, he did not use primarily Rillaboom and Cinderace. He had Togetic out a lot to tank hits, like last week. That's going to be a staple of his gameplay, I think. And then he had... What else did he have? Oh, he had this Lantern that tanked a ton of hits, which is actually our heat set of the week. I'm gonna transition over.
Oh shit!
We need like a little instrumental play.
So, I like how fat he was this week.
Yeah. So you like how Ian gave me 3 paragraphs last week? This is everything Raul gave me for this.
There you go.
Very sweet and short and to the point. And we can see, while it was not like the most like 5-head really creative set in the world, it was really effective. I think it got 67 points this week,
Jesus Christ.
which was 4 KOs, 7 tanked hits, and 3 controls, I think.
Yeah,
Three
it was very good.
It was a solid Pokemon. Anyway, it was full special attack, full special defense with an Assault Vest on. Lantern's got a ton of HP, special defense with Assault Vest. Did his job, really. There was some like honorable mentions. There was some, Jake did the surf with Colossal thing, but we've kind of seen it before.
Yeah. I feel like you can sum up. Oh my god, its fucking name's Pogturn, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So you can sum it up with just, it's not much, but it's honest work.
It is honest work, for sure. Ian even had some cool stuff with like fling and pickup and all that jazz. He had the trick with the eject button on. But I mean, it's stuff we've seen before, and I think we're gonna see a lot of Ian sets. I'm not trying to overload this with Ian sets. There was one set that Evan had, which was like a Moody Octillery that I thought for a second to do, but that Moody Octillery feels like really all it was Moody with Water Spout. Like it wasn't much else outside of that. And I feel like Moody, he's betting on like a 2 out of 5 chance to boost something he wants, and a 3 out of 5 chance of lowering something he doesn't want, and he got it. Which is what, like a 6 out of 25 chance, so a little over 20% chance of doing what he wanted, and it got it. So hey, more power to him, but he actually ended up dropping Octillery, so we'll get into that later. So Pogturn, my heat of the week. Going back to weekly battles. Alright, let's get into the matchups, guys. Let's move very swiftly through here. So, honestly, probably the best match of the week, in my mind, is Ian versus Evan.
I just hope both teams have a bad time.
So, I mean, it'd be great if both teams had a bad time. We can see that Evan dropped Octillery and picked up Chinchino. Which is interesting to me. To me, it seems like Evan doesn't plan on sticking with Chinchino, and he picks something that outspeeds Ian's whole team and outspeeds his fake out user. So maybe he's kind of just outdoing the fake out.
Fake out your fake out.
What do you guys think about the matchup?
I think
Cinderace and Rillaboom go burr.
yeah, there is that. But having things like Togekiss, having Gyarados and Quillfish can help combat Cinderace very well and help take on Rillaboom just by hitting neutral damage as well as being intimidators.
Yeah.
Gourgeist actually really doesn't fear Rillaboom all that much at all.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting Pokemon, especially paired with Snorlax, which has been a pretty deadly combo for Ian. The old Gorlax or Snorgeist.
I like Snorgeist, personally.
I like Snorgeist, yeah.
I will say this, Rillaboom does get acrobatics.
It also gets knockoff.
Gorgeist also just has impressive defense.
Stupid book, yeah.
Yeah. I will say Evan's team is very physical as of this moment. What are his special attackers? It's Clefairy and Slowbro.
That's why I think the Intimidators will be helpful. Because really, he could cycle those. He can bring them out both at a time.
Yeah, I think both Ian and Evan are aware of Evan's lack of special attackers.
I'm sure they both are. Yeah,
they're going to both implement game plans around that.
I'm sure they'll both have plans around it. So Evan's team, of course, has the distinct advantage in having Cinderace Rillaboom, which, like I said earlier, you lead with that, you're getting something. It's just a really tough group to combat.
Yeah.
Having the possibility of Clefairy is always powerful. Ian's Trick Room, Ian's got Snorlax, which is incredibly powerful in Trick Room, but Evan has Copperajah, which is probably equally powerful in Trick Room. There's just a lot. Everything where one person has an advantage somewhere, the other one has something. I think it's a really, really two well-built teams for the team's play styles, and it is going to be a very interesting matchup. I don't know if I can give a distinct advantage to either one yet.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that when we make predictions at the end of this video. But we're going to move on to the next matchup,
Hey.
which we see the new colors, and I did make all the changes.
Hey.
Remembering now. So Dan was granted 6 changes. It's normally 5, but since he's nice enough to pick up a team for us, I gave him 1 extra. Dan did try to change literally the entire team, and I told him, no, you can't change that many people.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for your stupid rules.
Anyway, it's Raul versus Dan. So Dan has completely remolded Lauren's team a ring.
Something worse, I would say. I liked Lauren's team a lot.
He has dropped Pikachu for G-Max Hatterene, which causes confusion with its hits.
Mm-hmm.
I think Beware is gone for Shiinotic.
Yep.
Something else was dropped for Cottony. You'll notice that Dan
Played
dropped Whimsicott and picked up Baby Whimsicott instead.
Mm-hmm.
For Politoed.
So that he could free
Damn
a
right!
spot for his boy Politoed to make
The
this,
king! He's back!
to make this a rain team. Now I will say, at the very least, it is not a Mega Swampert rain team. It is only
it's a Dracovish rain team.
It's a Dracovish. Well, Dracovish doesn't get speed boost in it, so it's, you know.
Fish's Ren hits fucking hard.
It hits hard.
I'll tell you that.
If it goes
hit hard.
first. But Ludicolo, like, is not as potent in my mind. So this is Dan's rain setup versus Raul's Cinderace Rillaboom. What do you guys think?
I'm very afraid of Cinderace and Rillaboom.
That's
all I have to say.
All I can say is for a rain core, Rillaboom it doesn't really care.
Yeah.
It doesn't care about Fish's Rend because it has priority. It doesn't really care about the damage unless you're throwing out Ice Beams, and even then, say he doesn't run it banded, say he runs AV or something like that, which is another practical set. Just seeing the Lantern, I think Lantern could be big in this one as well if it runs AV or Water Absorb. It can tank a lot. Even the stab grass attacks from Ludicolo, it'll be able to tank those. Yeah, I like Raul's team a lot. I think Raul has a very powerful team.
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree with the
like
sentiment. I think
Hatterene.
Raul's has a really good team. Hatterene, Drampa, even Marowak is pretty solid in Trick Room. I think it does well. Dan does have some Trick Room going on, but Shiinotic isn't the scariest thing, so...
You say that now.
Well, we'll see.
I will continue to say that as well.
But we can move on to the third matchup.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna talk about my fucking team. Whatever, it's fine.
Dan, you'll talk about your team for the rest of the season.
Damn right I will.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. Nick versus Jake. Someone give it to me. Give me the information. What do you think?
Bro, I don't know idea.
Yeah, I literally have no
None
fucking clue with this
gonna
team.
happen in this battle.
Now listen, I'm very happy to just say none of us have any idea and move on.
Yeah, straight up. I have no fucking clue.
All right, none of us have any idea. Let's move on.
I got nothing.
Good luck to both of them. Okay, and the final match is Greg versus Zache, which I think is a pretty good one.
Zache, you need this win, my man.
Yeah, go for it.
Bro, no, my season, I'm going to go 0-8, and Porygon's going to be the KO killer, like leader.
There you go.
That's it. That's what I'm going for. So, Greg, I'll tell you now, Porygon's coming to the match. He will be doing something with offensive presence.
Right. I think that's generally what Porygon's team does.
This just in. Breaking news. So, G-Max Grimmsnarl, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Best G-Max in the game, in my opinion, honestly.
Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome.
He took a...
It was... I can tell you a little bit about picking that up instead of Blastoise. I really like Blastoise. I wanted Blastoise to work, but the team pool is too small and too offensive grass type present. This is a very good meta for grass types. There's some very powerful grass types who just do not care about Blastoise at all.
Okay, Rillaboom and Gmax Venusaur.
Rillaboom and Venusaur, yeah. So facing, of my 7 battles, facing 2 Rillabooms and a Venusaur, that renders Blastoise unusable in 3 of those 7 battles. So I decided to pick something that could give me a little more bang for my buck in Grimmsnarl, who, when I was choosing, it was going to come down between Gmax Grimmsnarl and Gmax Lapras, who is another one that's just outstandingly powerful. But Lapras is more dependent on the max, and you have to build your game plan more around maxing the Lapras and getting that opportunity. Whereas Grimmsnarl, if I never use my Gmax with this Grimmsnarl, it's still a tier 1, incredibly valuable Pokemon.
And
Grimmsnarl in doubles is ridiculous.
And Lapras is still weak to those.
Yeah, and Lapras does not help me at all with those. So yeah, I picked up Grimmsnarl. Plus, the design is just like chef kiss. The Gmax Grimmsnarl looks so good.
Yeah. And on the other side, Greg has dropped Magnezone to pick up Goodra in this match, which I think is pretty interesting.
How many moves does he have left?
He's got 3, I think.
Or
2, maybe.
It's only week 2 or week 3. What the hell?
Dan, you have 0 left.
Because I picked up a team. There's a difference. I didn't draft mine.
He changed Incineroar, Goodra, and Aromatisse, so he's got 2 left.
And Darmanitan.
No, that doesn't. He didn't. He changed his mind. It doesn't count.
Oh, that didn't count. Oh, okay. Well,
he was gonna take Darmanitan.
He was gonna take Galarian Darmanitan and switch to Incineroar. That doesn't count as 2 swaps within the same week. So he's got 2
they're both finalized. All right.
Yeah, Goodra is an interesting one, especially because I don't have a very powerful anti on my team.
So I mean, we'll see what becomes of this matchup, but I think at this point I want to actually discuss some stats before moving into final things. So I'm just gonna relay the top MVP leaders. I'm gonna just do top 5 for this. I relayed in Discord that the top 5 in this order are Jake's Gmax Colossal Coltrane.
Woo!
Greg's Torkoal Lamplighter.
Well, hold on. Let's go back to Coltrane real quick.
Yeah.
69 points per appearance. Nice.
Yeah, it's 69 points per
I don't know why
appearance.
it's spelled the way it's spelled.
Oh, it's
Coltrane.
named after
It's Gears of War, baby.
It's
No,
named
I
after
don't
a character of Gears of War, but I feel like that is supposed to be a pun on it being a coal Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
even though it is a Gears of War reference, I would think he would still spell it like coal to make the pun, but instead he's just like naming it Coltrane after the character. But I don't know. It's whatever.
I don't think the joke would hit with other people if you didn't do it Coltrane like the character. But anyways.
Yeah, the Lamplighter, the Torkoal is second. Third place is Ian's Gmax Snorlax, which is 500 million lions, which is a good joke within the
Who would win?
PBL.
It's a classic one.
Well, the joke is it's Pokemon versus a billion lions, and Raul mentioned in passing that Snorlax would roll over and kill half of them. So
It's pretty funny.
so Ian named it 500 million lions because Snorlax rolling over apparently kills 500 million lions.
That's all it takes.
Fourth place is Zedward, which is Porygon Z.
The boy!
Zache's team. And then fifth place is Six Strings Other, which is that Gmax Venusaur on Greg's team. KO leaders are Coltrane. Paint hit leader is that Snorlax. And control leader is actually Raul's Togetic. Done a ton of controls and tanked a bunch of hits.
I just want to say for tanked hits, Zedward is surprisingly high on the tanked
I was going to say, why? I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
I think it's just because he's shown up a lot.
Yeah.
And he got Icy Winded about 4 times this lane.
Yeah.
Kind of surprises me to see Togekiss in 4th for tanked hits. That's wild to me.
Well, we can go
That's why
ahead
it's
and
there.
get into prediction standings. You can see I kind of fucked up last week.
Yeah.
I went 2-2. I put a little too much faith in Nick, even when he himself did not have faith. Which means
I didn't, baby.
Dan and Nick went 3-1. I went 2-2.
Hey.
So Guest and Zach are 5-3. Dan is 6-2 overall.
Hey.
Without any further ado, I think we can just go ahead and move into this week's predictions. And we're gonna start off with a doozy, and I'm gonna make Dan go first. Dan, Ian versus Evan. What are you doing?
All right, I'm trying to think in my mind who's sweatier, and it's definitely Ian right now. So I'm going with Ian.
I don't think so.
For doubles, Ian is sweatier.
No, I think Evan is.
No, no. Okay, actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm going Evan because Ian's not sweaty. Ian's creative. Evan's definitely sweaty.
I definitely know
a lot about it, but Ian did not pick Cinderace Rillaboom.
I also think Evan does like 30. I think in the past Evan has mentioned doing like 30 mock battles before his actual battle. So
dude,
I don't
good week I do 1.
Yeah, I think that's the general consensus. Anyway,
I tried to do a couple before mine, and everyone was busy.
Since Dan is doing that, and I have fallen behind, I am going to be contrarian and take Ian for this match.
Okay.
In an effort to catch up. Zache, what do you think?
I gotta take a homer pick and go with Ian. There's no logic behind it. It's just my.
Hey, that's fair.
It's just me.
Your butt buddy.
You ain't gotta explain yourself, man. You ain't gotta explain yourself. So, Zache, you can then move quickly.
Homies support homies. Always.
You can quickly move into Toads versus Ampharos. Who you taking?
Yeah. I don't. That doesn't. You can't intimidate me, Dan.
Okay.
I think I'm taking Raul.
Wow.
He's got the powerful. It's so hard to logically bet against a well-played Cinderace Rillaboom. And Rillaboom, I mean, the Rain team is powerful. The Rain team is a powerful archetype. Rillaboom does not care about that archetype. It can grassy glide its way right to wherever it wants to get.
I'm going to take this opportunity to actually vote for Dan here.
Hey!
I think Raul's got a really good team, and I want to see more convincing wins out of him before I'm confidently picking him matchups. Dan apparently has been cheating on us with some other league, doing doubles and doing well there. I think he's got experience doing it. So Dan, you go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and collude and vote Raul. Just kidding. I'm voting myself. I'm going to fucking whip the floor with that boy.
I literally almost made you. I almost did the Raul thing. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. I think I like the confidence in yourself. I think there's a lot of different picks this week. So we'll have a bunch of different records, which is something I want to see. Now getting into Jake and Nick. Now I think I'm going to go first in this one, and I think Nick's going to have more time to prepare for this one. It's in my mind, it's going to come down to how much time Jake prepares with Evan.
What is preparation against Jake, though?
This is true.
It's preparation against whatever lead he rehearses the most. So I'm going to go with Nick this time. I got burnt because I had faith in Nick last time, but I hope he does not let me down this time. Dan, go ahead.
Oh my god, I don't know what to fucking think of these two. I'm gonna go Jake, because this guy, I just don't know what the fuck he's gonna do every week. So just that, it's literally, you look at Jake and think, what's he gonna do? And it's just like a circus music plays. And you're like, that didn't help. Just.
Alright, and then Zache, you can go ahead with your pick.
Let me see. Did you hear
my
coin flip?
I did hear your coin flip.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Nick. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you flip a coin and not assign heads or tails?
It landed on the floor. I don't know where it went. I like Urshifu. It has an advantage against Jake's 2 top mons.
All right, and then Dan, you can go ahead and lead us off on the final matchup.
Fuck Greg.
Okay.
No, but I think Porygonzi's gonna eat.
Zache, you go ahead and go.
So, I don't have a lot of faith in my battles lately because they've just been going really poorly. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna pick myself out of sheer willing it to happen. You know, if I vote for
baby.
myself, it's the mentality I'm going in with this. I'm taking it in 2. I'm not losing a single Pokemon.
Nice.
Don't hold me to that.
There you go.
Well,
this is for me more than anyone else.
Well, I'll tell you, Zache told me he's going 0-8, so I'm believing him. He's going 0-8. So I'm gonna take Greg on this one. Greg's doing pretty well, I think. We'll see what happens.
Like I said, Greg's got a great team. Greg's playing it well. I've got a bad team that I'm playing poorly. So
the odds are on your side.
My favorite, I don't think. But anyway, I'm not a person to vote against myself.
Yeah. I think that's good. I don't think you should vote.
Collusion, baby.
Anyway, that's gonna do it for us this week. We'll see how our predictions go next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit
the bell, hit subscribe. We're trying to get to 10K. Can we get to 10K followers?
Get to 10 first, buddy.
Bye, everybody.